We have ABC News senior national correspondent Terry Moran on the phone now from Western Ukraine for more on this. Terry, the UK's Ministry of Defense says Ukrainian troops have retaken key terrain in the northern part of the country. So what does that mean for Russia's offensive, and what are you hearing about these allegations?
Well, first, Diane, I'm in south-central Ukraine, a few hundred miles south of Kyiv, down in a very agricultural section, very rural section. And I will say, every person we've talked to in this part of Ukraine has talked about the atrocities, the evidence of atrocities that Russia has committed. They are infuriated, but I must say they are not surprised. I hear over and over again from Ukrainians that the Russians have done this before, that the world hasn't noticed, that Russia in the 1930s tried to starve Ukraine out in the Volodymyr, the terror famine. And so they feel they know what Russia is like. And they frankly say, the way they say it is, Russians don't care about human life the way we do. That's the way the people here feel. Now, what does the withdrawal from the north mean? It means the major battle of this war is going to come in the east of this country, where Russia is concentrating forces and where it will want to grind down the bulk of the Ukrainian army that's out there. That is the main Ukrainian force, which is in the east. I spoke with a war widow today. Her husband was killed in the first days of the war in Mariupol, in the south and east. And she said that the Russians shelled the hospital where his body was. She doesn't know if she'll ever get it back. And she has no proper way to grieve. So what they are saying, what is happening is that this war is far from over. There is victory in the north, and it is exposing these horrible war crimes, but there is much more fighting and sorrow to come.
And Terry, President Biden says that Putin should be tried for war crimes, but we know how challenging that can be. Do you think there's any realistic potential for some kind of a war crimes trial out of this?
Diane, I think there is a strong potential for an international war crimes trial in The Hague, because that statute that established that tribunal provides for a trial in absentia. The defendant doesn't have to be in the courtroom. And they have done that before with war crimes trials in The Hague, and they could do that. And it will have some impact on the senior leaders of the Russian military if, in fact, the evidence shows they were responsible through planning or an order for this kind of conduct, as the Ukrainians suspect. Or even Vladimir Putin, if the same, or even if they just failed to stop it and punish it, if they were aware of it and failed to stop it and punish it. The Ukrainians believe this is part of the plan. In the agricultural area, there have been silos hit. There have been diesel fuel depots hit, which are used for tractors. They believe that they're trying to impede the planting season, to block all the ports. Those would also be war crimes. And it can take place. It will not be the same as the famous Nuremberg war crimes after World War II, because Germany was defeated completely. That regime was toppled. That's likely not to happen here. And so if there is any justice for the victims, it will have to be that indirect way, a trial in absentia of the senior leaders, perhaps almost certainly including Vladimir Putin.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.